And now on to our final award. The Health and Wellbeing Champion is given in recognition of the work that is going on in the Trust to improve health and wellbeing amongst colleagues and our service users. In our final shortlist are Common Foundations Online, a webinar offering psychoeducation for people who use personality disorder services. To Amy Constant, the speech and language therapist for Bexley Early Years Community Team, and to Warren Dunkley, an occupational therapist in Bromley. Let's go over to Jane Wells and Ifya Kocha, who were both on the judging panel, as they describe how overwhelming it was to read through the nominations.
There were so many nominations. I remember sitting on my sofa one weekend with a cup of tea thinking, I'll read through these, it will take me half an hour. 5 hours later, several pots of tea, I was still reading these, and I was absolutely blown away by the kindness and compassion that so many of our staff have shown to each other, their teams, and to our patients and service users. And the sheer volume of nominations that some individuals and teams received, it was completely overwhelming and really humbling. I'm really proud of everybody. To be honest, this was the hardest category I think we had to judge.
And made even harder by the expectation that we identify one person as the winner. It got to a point where I began to wonder whether we could do something for everybody, every team.
Thank you, Ify and Jane, and I hope, Jane, you remembered to replenish the tea bags. So the Health and Wellbeing Champion for 2020 is Amy Constant, speech and language therapist at Bexley Early Years Community Team. Amy was nominated by a number of colleagues who wanted to show their appreciation for the support she's given to everyone in the team during COVID. For many, she's provided a listening ear around their personal and work concerns, calling and checking in where a concern's been raised, to give support, encouragement, empathy and understanding in every situation. Amy's given up her personal time, calling people on her non-working days and at all hours of the day and evening to offer guidance and care. And Amy set up a virtual pub group for the early years team, giving up her Friday evenings to organise quizzes and themed evenings and arranging for prizes to be sent to the winners. Staff found this a welcome escape and support from everything else that was going on in their lives. Amy sent in cards with kind, thoughtful and encouraging words, with a tea bag and encouraging staff to take a break and look after themselves. Amy deserves recognition. She's gone above and beyond for everyone she works with. And back to the Eras Centre, where I was hiding in the bushes to spring a surprise on Amy. Is it Amy? Yeah, hello. I'm Matthew. I'm the Chief Executive of Oxley's. Do you want to just come over here for a minute, please? We were expecting you. Right, look, you have been nominated for the Trust's Health and Wellbeing Champion Award.
That's amazing, thank you.
In the recognition award, and out of more than 70 people who are nominated, you've won.
Oh,
and
wow.
So we're here today just to say congratulations.
That's amazing,
Amy.
thank you.
We've got
it's been a whirlwind, hasn't it, really, since March when it all kind of kicked off and went a bit crazy. I've got an amazing team. I couldn't ask for a better team to work with. I've worked here a long time, so I know them very well. And yeah, no, it's been challenging but rewarding, kind of ups and downs, the corona coaster we've all been riding, but no, overall it's been an interesting time.
It's been an absolute privilege, really. I've worked with Amy for a long time, and she really does embody everything good about working in the NHS, and she's really gone over and above to make sure that she's reached out to everybody and given that really kind support.
So despite this being a very, very difficult task for us as a panel, we decided that Amy should be the winner of this award. Reading what her colleagues had said about her demonstrated that she was such a source of inspiration to her team. She went over and above what would be expected of a team member, organising quizzes, sending tea bags. It was all just amazing, and she clearly stood out as someone that was deserving of this award.
Congratulations again, Amy. Your efforts this year have been a true inspiration. Now I'd like to recognise the other highly commended people for this award, starting with the lived experience practitioners who've worked on our hugely successful Common Foundations online project. During lockdown, our Bromley LXPs, including Joanna, Nikki and Chris, have pioneered webinar-based psychoeducation for people who use services for personality disorder. They've co-designed lived experience material to work alongside professionals in delivering a new form of intervention. One patient described this as having a translator in the room, helping them to understand complex concepts involved in self-help. The webinar gets more than 200 views a week, with many saying it's been a lifeline during lockdown. And finally, congratulations once again to occupational therapist Warren Dunkley for being highly commended in this category for the second year running, and we all know Warren enjoys his running. He's always gone above and beyond what's expected of him. He's committed to seeing his service users achieve their hopes and aspirations, and throughout the COVID period, Warren recognised a large number of our service users relied on their activity engagement to keep their mental health. Not being put off by having to adapt his way of working, Warren worked closely with our supported accommodation providers and started running home-based activities in the garden, as well as creating fortnightly isolation activity packs. The feedback from service users has been brilliant, with many expressing thanks for their thoughtfulness and others asking for more information about specific parts of the pack. Thank you to all of you once again. You should be very proud. 2020 has been an extremely difficult year for many of us. But it's also been a time when so many of you have taken the chance to shine and make Oxley's a special place to be. Thank you.